Hello, it's Uncle Jerry. We're here live from the Eagle's Nest at Crossroads Wine and Spirits. It's a beautiful day here in Grand Junction. The monument looks spectacular, and I am here with our C.R. Goodman rep, Monty Haltiner. He's a certified Cicerone and Sommelier, and we're going to taste some really fantastic beers today. And I think we're going to start off with the Victory Prima Pils. Monty, what do you think about that?
Well, there's something that we figured out today when we're tasting these beers. It's all about balance, and that's true. It's always been true in the wine world when you're pairing food with wine, about balancing things together. And within a brew in itself, when you're tasting a beer, it should be balanced. If it's hoppy, it should have a lot of body to it. If it's a very light, refreshing beer, it shouldn't have a lot of hops to it. And we start off with a bang with the Victory Prima Pils, and I understand why this is kind of a beer nerd's favorite kind of Pilsner. It is a very sessionable, light, refreshing, thirst-quenching Pilsner. It's just dynamite. It doesn't have like the big hop finish like some of the natural guys like Czech Bar and Pilsner or Kel do that are a little bit more robust. It's a much easier, you could actually drink this on a 100-degree day here in Grand Junction, and it's going to quench your thirst. It's not going to go, geez, I need another beer right away. It's going to make you feel satisfied.
Yeah, I really did enjoy the Victory. Victory is one of the great brewers in the country, and what I liked about it was it had a really nice round mouthfeel. The hop quality was on the finish. It was very interesting, and I did find it to be quite refreshing. Now, next we're going to go to Boulevard, which that's one of my favorite brewers, period. I mean, these guys are in Kansas. They're a neighbor. They're like cousins next to Colorado. And it's kind of funny that, we don't sell it quite as much Boulevard as we should be because it's not a Colorado beer, but they're our next door neighbors, and by God, they make fantastic beer. Tell us about the wheat.
Well, that's right. These guys are kind of like our cousins. They're our good cousins, not our cousins over in Utah who don't like to drink. These are our cousins who like to drink and make good things. Boulevard is in the top 4 as far as craft breweries in size. The one thing they do different is they bottle condition all their beers, which means they don't force carbonate. They actually add a little bit more of the sugar or the wort back into the bottles before they bottle. So these are all naturally carbonated. The wheat here is an unfiltered wheat, which is kind of in a traditional German style where they don't filter the wheat so you get all the flavor. But they use an American yeast so it doesn't come across quite as floral or over the top as the German beers, which I actually like the more floral and over the top beers where you get the banana and nutmeg. This is a much cleaner. It's kind of like a unfiltered wheat training beer. It's got training wheels on it. So those of you who are ready to step out from sunshine and shock top and taste something unfiltered, this would be the next step in your evolution without having to go to something that's really flavorful like the traditional German, like the Weihenstephaner or the Franziskaner, which are some of Jerry and my favorite beers.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Like I am a wheat beer fanatic. That's one of my favorite things to do when I get off the mountain is have a wheat beer while I'm having soup at Snowmass in the little soup pot they got there. Anyways, next we're going to go back to Victory again, and this is the Headwater Pale Ale. Now, boy, when I nosed this one, first thing that came at me was the floral hop character. Monty, what did you say it reminded you of?
It reminded me of marijuana, actually, like a fresh, musty, stinky marijuana. It's got all this hop flavor and aroma, in which most people aren't familiar with. The hop plant and the marijuana plant are actually cousins. They're in the same family vein, so sometimes you get aromas that kind of cross over. And this is brand new out in the Western Slope. The Headwaters Pale Ale hasn't been available on the western side of the state until just recently. It was a Denver only. Us poor little guys in the Grand Junction have finally got a hold of it, and I was super impressed by it. Very big flavors, and once again, very well balanced. A great malt character to go around with a great hoppiness, and not too bitter. It's a pale ale, but it's not like a bordering on an IPA as far as bitterness. The flavor is bordering on an IPA, which is just fantastic.
Yes, and it's balanced. That is the key word with this one. It's got great balance. Speaking of balance, this session got to be just a tad long, so I'm going to say goodbye, and we're going to post the follow-up to this tasting where we finish it off with Stone IPA, Oak Age Arrogant Bastard both from Stone Brewery in San Diego, and we're going to have the Bacon Maple Donut from Rogue Brewery. Said we'll post this one up next week. Anyways, thanks for tuning in to Live from the Eagle's Nest. This is Uncle Jerry along with Monty Haltiner from C.R. Goodman. Thanks for sampling with us today.